Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Palm Tree Life. So glad to have you here with me. I told you off the last series that I wanted to get back into some palm trees, and so we're going to play in Africa. We're going to start in Baydhabo. I actually tried to start in Mogadishu, and I don't know if it's a glitch or something. I'm definitely going to let Paradox know, but when I would start in Mogadishu, it says it's clan, and so I was going to play a clan game, but every time I created a character and then started the game, it would change to feudal. And so I just decided to stick with tribal and move over here and go tribal, and I guess we'll just work to conquer Mogadishu. So what I was trying to do didn't work, so we'll go with the other option of Baydhabo. What I want to do with this playthrough, though, is we're going to try to unite Africa under the house of PalmTreeLife. So we're not trying to paint all of Africa. I know there's a decision to unite Africa. Let's see if that decision's in here. Decisions. Unite Africa. So the Unite Africa decision is in there. I have done that just in personal game playthroughs, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get all of Africa under the PalmTreeLife dynasty. So what we will do is my original or initial thought is that we will try to create the Empire of Ajuraan with this character, and then as we move out into the Abyssinia Empire, I will release one of these kingdoms of Adal or Damat. I'll just pick a family member that I like the characteristics. I will give them that kingdom, and then I will release it to let them continue on. I will switch to that player character, but I want to give our dynasty a good base here in Ajuraan, so I'm trying to create the entire thing so that as we keep moving on, and I will create an alliance between the two, so when I move on, they don't attack me right away. But then I will try to move on from there and just keep going around Africa and keep doing that and passing it off, and we'll see what it looks like. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll keep going. We probably heavily won't ever have the culture head. We probably won't have that very much. There will be times where we might be our dynasty head, but probably not often. And so as we get into the legacies and stuff to be chosen, the AI probably will be choosing most of those, because our goal is to keep passing the house dynasty around. And I'm curious how that happens. So in a way, I guess we're using the adventure characteristic, but that's not really what we're trying to do as much as just continue to spread our house name out and around. So that's kind of the goal. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you look forward to it. Also, I will not be showing like every second and every click in this. I am going to try to shorten it. I felt like with my last video, there was too much just watching my armies march around everywhere. And so I'm going to cut some of that out and just show you the actual role-playing characteristics. I will let you know, like as battles are happening and stuff, I'll show you some of those that might be more interesting. I'll show you the spread of the kingdom and things like that. But you don't have, I don't want to make you watch every single click if you don't want to. So that'll be up to you. If you do want to see more of like every single click, feel free to give the feedback. I can give that to you if you want. I was just trying to save you from constantly moving forward because you're just watching armies march around everywhere. So let's get into this. My character, the lifestyle I chose was stewardship, so I have started with a martial character. I have started with a learning character. I wanted to go stewardship this time just to show something a little bit different in flavor. We're going to do domain focus because we are trying to spread out and create this empire, so I want to try to own as many as I can early on. And as you're getting into West Ajuraan and Mogadishu to create the Kingdom of Ajuraan, I probably, like with 7 domain titles already, I could probably own most of that without having to hand anything off. So that's kind of the goal really with all of that. Let's get married. I don't want to marry her because she'll be away all the time. Do we have any positive characteristics here? Inheritable. So we've got comely, but she's deceitful. Here we go. Oh, she's 37. All right, we're not going to go inheritable. Kadra's really good. She's chaste, though, but I have a fertility bonus. So we still have high chance of children. We'll go with her. All right, let's marry off some court members here. And I obviously am going prowess and just marrying off my women and getting a lot of prowess guys in here for my champions. With my marriage to Islanad Kadra, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. More prestige right now, honestly, would give me the ability to get more military, right? Just making sure that doesn't, yeah, it's all prestige. That would be interesting. And just making sure on the so those cost money, but not a lot. 82. I need prestige right now more than anything, so we're gonna go prestige because I'm gonna want to attack people soon. I'm gonna need the prestige to attack people. Fate smiles upon me. My wife, Islanadad Kadra, is bearing my child. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Qualafe as proof that Uba has been practicing witchcraft in her hut on the outskirts of their village. The villagers claim her evil works must be the cause of their poor harvest and are calling for her execution. Release her. I get a lot of stewardship, but they hate me. I kill her. I get prestige, but I stress because I'm just. She joins my court. Ooh. But she's 57, so I won't have her that long. I'm not going to take that hit for that. I'll take the piety. Let's go do some raiding. With a tired yet blissful smile, Kadra presents me with a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would benefit Islam? Adon? Sounds pretty good. Wonder what it means in Somali. Apparently, Adon means Adon. I should have showed you too. We'll stop there. But I didn't show you my traits. So I'm brave, just, humble. I'm a Midas touch. And I went fecund because I wanted the fertility to make sure that I had a lot of children. Because if I were going to spread out over Africa, I want to make sure that that line is very fertile and far-ranging, and I can choose to grant some titles to people and go out as them. So, Diplomat 13, Marshal 14, Steward 22, Intrigue 3, and Learning 12. So, pretty solid, and Prowess is 13, so pretty solid across the board on all of that. They caught me. Yeah, we beat them. We may have to go attack Mogadishu soon because they're in trouble. caught me and I got them. Maybe we can go get them too. We'll let our guys go up a little bit here. An additional payment in a recent trade. I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I have been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question of what should be done with them remains. So we gain a cattle herd, which is 10 development growth. We can get a large cattle herd. Can my wife benefit me in this? Not really. Large cattle herd, or I can gain 50. Let's go. I think we can get it. Ah! My breeding fails. Alright, we have our first lifestyle perk. We're going to do taxes. Alright, let's do some attacking here. We can conquer the county for 50. We have that. Does he have any allies? I didn't look. Nope. Yep, let's go get him. One down. So we got that one. And it would be nice, like I get it that we're not feudal so we can't do the duchy buildings, but I wish if there was a special building, like, so here there's a special building slot there. I wish you could see what it is, like at least go in and see what it is, like, because that would determine, I mean, it's a special building, so you definitely want to try to go get it, but... Oh, they're clans, so they have cities and stuff. Interesting, okay. So that would be interesting to go over and get. But it would be nice just to know what it is, so that if you're trying to decide, do I want to risk attacking something or going after it, or if I pass it off to someone else, like... I guess if you owned it and you're going to pass it off, you'd be able to see it. But it would be nice to be able to see those things. My steward Muhammad informs me that there is a desperate need for a new road to traverse the chiefdom of Baydhabo. Many other old roads are dilapidated and even dangerous. A commoner by the name of Muhammad has been put forward as the natural leader of the construction efforts. So him... He's a learner. He's handsome. He's just. He is a good steward. He's almost as good as my Muhammad steward. See it done. My stewardship will handle it. I'll let him have a shot at it. Why not? I can create the... Okay, let's do that. Alright, hang on. My steward sees almost shocked. I have been inspecting the road construction in Baydhabo, and the peasant workers are so much more efficient than I expected. Even I might learn a thing or two from them. Alright, and we are going to create the Duchy of West Ajuraan. And we are going to build a building here. Let's build it in the capital. Knights. I really do think in the early game, when you have tribal up against feudal, tribal can build these war camps in every single location and just, I mean, when you get two extra knights, like think about this, I'm going to have 7 domain holdings. If in all 7 I can build that and then upgrade it to the 2nd level, I'm going to have 14 knights just from that. Like, that is a lot of knights to go attack feudal people. I can't remember how it works in clan, so here Mogadishu is clan, these guys are clan. I'm not sure how it works. I guess we'll find out when I take it over at some point. Alright, time to take another one. Ooh, does he have... He has an ally right there. Do they have allies? No. Might have to go for Mogadishu first. I'm the cultural head of Somali. So I became the cultural head of Somali. So we'll check that in a second. The road construction in Baydhabo has met a delay. Mohammed reports that the workers have been corralled by a would-be innkeeper to soothe their souls and that of other travelers. They are building a roadside tavern. I can do holding taxes and control growth, or I can own by the crown. Alright, we'll do that. Well, that's happening. Let's check. That's the faith. Let's check culture. We got barracks going. We already have ledger. We already have war mountain skirmishing. Alright, so I guess we'll just let barracks go. It is not often a commoner addresses me directly, but Muhammad reports on the construction efforts in Baydhabo. The plan for the road was to pass through this field, my liegeness, but I know the kind of soil we're working with. Might peasantness could request that. Ugh, that was hard to read. That we reroute it through the nearby forest. I lose 50. We're going to do that. Finding the already completed parts of the new road immensely beneficial. The Merchants Guild in Baydhabo has made a donation for the sake of expanding the road further. This will help my pockets. Increase it. Even an unfinished highway has highwaymen, it seems. Muhammad has problems with supplies that never arrive and workers who are scared of leaving their villages. At this rate, the road in Baydhabo will never be finished. So, control or post guards. So what happens? Levy size is negative 25%. I guess we'll do that. There's never a quiet moment. My son and heir, Adan, is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. So he's curious, which is diplomacy and learning. So I'll have to set up a guardian for him after we get this taken care of. The road network through Baydhabo is finally complete. This might very well be the best roads in the entire realm, my liege, Mohammed announces with pride. I cannot wait to reap the benefits, so excellent road network, holding taxes and development growth. Mohammed joins my court. So do I want him or not, is the question. He's 32. Alright, we'll add him. And we'll do defensive measures, since we're attacking a lot. Prisoners taken siege, but we gotta go attack them. Alright, before we do all that, let's get the son set up for a guardian. So he really is diplomacy or learning. My wife is military. I'm a steward. Let's set him up for learning. And then educate him. Right there. Force demands. Alright, so we have taken Mogadishu. See, even when I own it, you can't see what the new special building is. I know you could look it up in the wiki or whatever. Like, I get that, but it would just be nice to be able to see it. So even, like, it's going to cost money to build it, right? So if you can at least see how much money does it cost to build it, when you know that you're on the verge of like getting to this level to be able to see those things, you could actually prepare for how much money it's going to cost when you're hitting that. I don't know, I just think it would be nice to be able to see what you can build there. Alright, I think we're going to go take Goad, or Goaty. Done. And we get our next available perk. We're going to do organized muster rolls. So we got 5 now. Let's take Marig. Oh, I mean, we'll surround Harab here. This is going to be an interesting battle. I didn't realize they had alliances. I should have paid attention to that. We may be losing this one. This is gonna be interesting because this dude's gonna wipe me out. That makes me mad that I didn't pay attention to the stinking alliances. Disband and try to come back. I'm visiting one of the small rivers close to our chiefdom. As I am about to quench my thirst, the local woman resolutely positions herself between me and the river. The nerve. Just as I am about to order her removed, she speaks up. There's a crocodile in the water, my lord. She was protecting me? She's brave. Arbitrary. County investment. Regain drink water. Health boost. Do you want to do this and die? We'll do investment. And they beat me. Ah, that's so frustrating. Should have paid attention. I have a truce here till 876. Been corresponding with your chancellor, dear, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. Alright, another trait. So we'll do the building. Really, the development growth is what I really need. Yeah. So I could attack these guys. They have no... That's interesting. Okay, so did they just... Okay, now he's got... Okay, alright. Man, that was confusing. So they had an alliance with Gilib over here. That ended, so he must have just passed away. 874 he did. He just died in January. So if I'd have just waited a little bit longer, I'd have been good. So let's attack these guys then, now that they're susceptible. Oh, I'm in debt. So as soon as we get out of debt, I will declare war on them. We can go raid while we're waiting. My marshal, Sabir, has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name I swear that Saadaddin is someone you would want to be on your side. 14 prowess. I will take him. My wife gained the trait pregnant. We're going to go down here, raid this, and then we will attack. The people of Mogadishu seem displeased with my role. If I visited the county in person, I would impress on them the necessity of my authority. My time is too important to waste on their opinion. Yeah, let's get it. Akil explains apologetically that the people here are an unruly lot and that they need to be made to understand that my rule shall not be questioned. Their passive acceptance is not enough. I need loyalty and obedience. How can I convince them to comply? Diplomacy, I've got a good shot. I'm humble with gold. I don't want gold. So we'll do... Alright, it worked. My speech has struck a chord, and now Mogadishu shows greater compliance to my rule. And let's do the professional workforce. Alright, let's attack Jalib before they get allies again and put me in a terrible situation again. With a tired yet blissful smile, Kadra presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Alright, we're gonna have to go wipe out this army, because they just took that one back again. Let's see if we can take this quick. Alright, another perk. Development growth in the capital. That will help us go bigger. What is our growth? So we are development 2 right now. It's Mogadishu, they're 2 development. Winner. So we have 6 holdings now. Marshal Sabir has been showing off a promising recruit. 9. Yeah, why not? We need to develop some people here. She is diplomacy. Let's get her a diplomat. Do we not have a diplomat? There we go. My son has somebody. So, what is she? Stewardship or learning? She's going learning. after Harab, redeem ourselves there since we got beat. Let's beat them up. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not know who, someone is planning to kill my courtier, Sir Sophia. We must stop the villain behind this. With a tired yet blissful smile, Cod represents me with a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Hibak. Alright. Got this one. Dunsky. Prisoners? Nope. Alright, so we have gotten our full domain to this point. And let's see where we're at here. I got 3 children. I am 26. We're gonna call this episode right here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't done that. We are now the Duchy of West Ajuraan, and I'm going to try to expand a little more quickly in the next episode. Now that we've kind of got our base, we're becoming one of the big boys in this area. We will have to watch out for this emirate right here, this clan. But other than that, we'll spread a little more quickly and get out there. We're going to have to reform our faith before I release anything. Otherwise, I won't ever be able to reform the faith, and we've got to do that. So to be able to move into feudalism, you have to reform your faith. So we will definitely do that before we do all that, so that as we progress, we don't have to work our way backwards. So looking forward to all that. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.